All right. Welcome everyone to the After Hours Gaming League Playoffs Round 3. This is going to be...
Check, check, check.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you all right. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. I am Drakemia / Bontakun, joined by my friend Crimson Zen to cast Google versus Epic in the playoffs Round 3. This is a best of 3 series, and this is the first game. And I believe Epic has, first pick, Dire, and Google chose Radiant and US West servers. So a good solid ban coming out from Epic. They have done their homework. They know that Google likes to run the Centaur offlane. It is one of Nova's best heroes that I've seen. Also, for people who have been following week to week, Palpitating Potato is Infinite's head. She decided to change his name, so we're just going to call him Potato. And Primetime 21 is NWA. And you should know the rest. They didn't change their names. Sniper, another good solid ban, although interesting that they're still banning Sniper in 6.8.4. That's pretty heavy nerf. I guess it is a comfort hero for Potato on the mid lane.
And while the Sniper was still pretty heavily nerfed, we're looking at
10 seconds remaining.
He's still pretty good. He's in a pretty good position.
5
probably,
seconds remaining.
not only individual comfort but team comfort as well.
Yeah, and he still does pretty well in the laning phase. He's just his catch was the main thing that got nerfed with the shrapnel changes. So, and then the Lina ban. I haven't done much homework on Epic myself, so I don't know if that's a comfort hero for them. It's a solid mid lane hero now. And then same with the Shadow Fiend, so they're banning out a couple of pretty strong mids. Usually when we don't see the Sniper for Potato, we see them take the Go for him if it doesnn't get banned. It'll be interesting if they first phase it or not, though. It's kind of a risky first phase. Naga, first pick.
Team pick.
Is that a core or is that a support? That is the question.
Well, Naga is one of many heroes to receive an Aghanim Scepter buff in 6.8.4, a grand total of about 12 to 13 heroes.
Lion.
Yep. No, it'll be interesting.
Radiant team pick.
Will allow her Song of the Siren to heal her team about halfway.
Yep.
Over the course of the song.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid buff. But it still requires you to get the Ags, which on top of something like a Radiance, I don't know. It'd be a later game kind of thing. Lion snatched up by Google. That's a support that they play around very well. Gale Frost is known for making a lot of space on his Lion support play. Really good, quick blink hexes to catch people and to save people.
5 seconds.
So that's definitely a comfort pick for Google.
Reserve time.
Round an Axe offlaner, presumably coming out.
Pick.
Not something I've seen them run very often, but still a very strong hero. He didn't really get buffed or nerfed.
Axe banned, I think, in the early phases because they tend to. I think he used to be very popular in team lineups, but people may have just gotten used to having him banned out.
Yeah. Yeah, he was very popular in 6.8.3. He didn't really get nerfed or buffed much in 6.8.4. I guess a slight nerf if you used to go Yule's Axe.
I see. Yeah, but it's a pretty big buff for... He's got a few new utility items at his disposal.
Yeah, that's true.
The Solar Crest comes to mind for as a nice medallion upgrade.
Yep.
You can use it to burn someone down faster, get him quicker into that chop range.
Yeah. Earthshaker support picked up by Epic. A very good defensive support. Potentially to protect a Naga mid, which is something that we haven't seen in a while, but they could be running. And Ember and Tide banned out from Google. Don't want to deal with the massive team fight off lane, and I guess they don't want to deal with a farming Ember mid. And then Viper DK. So more mid laners banned out from Epic. Tanky mids in particular. Yeah, I feel like they're doing that to put the Naga mid, but I don't know. We'll see.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I could see.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm willing to bet they're probably going to run the Naga in the side lanes. There was that Radiance buff as well, adding on a 17% miss chance to anybody in range of the burn. So
Gyrocopter.
Radiance Naga run like good old days. Now this is a hero I've seen a couple times in pubs. I don't believe Gyrocopter got I think the biggest buff he got was that there's no longer a cast point on Rocket Barrage.
Yeah.
Which means you run someone down in the lane with that.
Your mic's cutting in. Your mic's cutting out quite a bit, Zen. You might want to check your threshold in Dota 2.
Alright, let me
Reserve time.
check that.
But yeah, as you mentioned, the lack of cast point on Rocket Barrage means it's easier to run people down. Sort of something you see along with an Axe. Mid-game, that'll be good in team fights with the call onto Rocket Barrage and Gyro's all. Probably a carry Gyro. I haven't seen anything that implies the support Gyro's coming back. But we'll see. Especially with the nerf to Yules, he's pretty mono-starved.
I think they're going to be running Gyro as a carry.
Yeah.
This is just pure speculation, but...
yeah,
the microphone improved.
Yes, yeah. I think I haven't heard you cut out since you changed settings. Juggernaut coming out.
Radiant team pick.
So I cut off my version of the stream, so viewers will be sticking with this channel for now. I think
okay.
I've got something wrong on my OBS where as I'm streaming my microphone. Well, it's been clipping a lot of the audio. I'll have to sort that out later.
Yeah, that's fine.
So there's the Meepo pick for Google.
Yep, they went for the...
They've been wanting to pick that for a while, but it's been banned out in many matches.
Okay, now this is definitely looking like a support Naga, unless they're running offlane Quap. But... Position 4 Naga with a position 5 Earthshaker, maybe? Yeah. Depends on how much you value that Naga Ags.
10 seconds remaining.
Song of the Siren still is... There's still a very... I think the Ags is a luxury item right
now.
What it really does... the Ags isn't going to help her set up better with that song.
Yep.
It's just going to allow them to re-engage.
Yep. Yeah, it becomes... Yeah.
It's sort of another utility option for her ultimate.
Yep.
Other than the typical pop song for a perfect Sonic Scream Echo Slam versus a pop song on Runaway.
Yep.
Now there's pop song, Runaway, and re-engage.
Yep. Yeah, interesting that they did pick the Meepo into the Earthshaker, and the Quap. Well, the Quap was picked up after the Meepo.
10 seconds remaining.
Last ban is Disruptor. So interesting ban.
5 seconds remaining.
Google.
So I find that
Reserve time.
I find that with Meepo, generally speaking, you're going to get counterpicked and you're going to have to deal with AoE in one form or another. So it's really about using his timing windows correctly and outplaying them rather than worrying nearly as much about, getting hit with a hard counter.
Right,
This tends to be the case with a lot of multi-unit heroes in general. It's just everyone's gotten AoE and everyone scales better when they're hitting multiple units.
Yeah, and also the Quap AoE and the Shaker AoE is pretty long cooldown, at least until Quap gets Ags. So it's not something he has to constantly worry about.
10 seconds remaining.
So last ban was a Disruptor from
Octarine, but we may see a lot of that.
Yeah. Octarine's pretty expensive, though.
Reserve time.
True. So yeah, the Disruptor ban, Witch Doctor banned.
What is Google thinking that Epic's lanes are going to be, though, with that Disruptor ban?
Support.
Were they thinking an offlane Shaker or an offlane Quap with the Naga mid still? I can see.
Well, let's see. So they're probably there's always the Juggernaut mid as well. They have a lot of mid options, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting... I think this will be a pickup. This will be Araragi's hero as a 5th pick. Wonder what they'll go for. I know they've been practicing a whole bunch of different heroes, and certainly the gyro pickup is a bit out of the ordinary for Google. I still Silencer. So,
there's a very good staple.
Dire
Yep.
team pick.
that'll allow them to get the
Definitely
Naga.
can be run as a support here.
Yeah. It'll shut down the Quap if she blinks in too
Epic's
aggressively.
team right now is a very cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cast-heavy team coming out from Epic right now.
Yep. Quap in
So
particular needs to
this
get
is
off
gonna
her
be
all her
about trying to
spells.
accomplish as much as possible.
And they have the burst in the Meepo and the Gyrocopter, so Spirit Breaker pickup. So yeah, that's interesting. I believe Warbot is their offlane player. We'll see anyway when we get into the game. But yeah, so it's going to be a mid Meepo, a carry Gyro, offlane Axe, and then support Lion and Silencer coming out for Google, based on the players, unless they swap. As the players talk and contemplate which runes they're going to go for. Usually what happens when you see these delays.
Yeah, I'm expecting from Google a lot of rotations, a lot of early play. They've got a very they've got an
10
excellent
seconds
lineup
remaining.
in case they want to pick fights early and fast. So we're gonna see this game is gonna look like a brawl to us.
Yep. Alright, now
Time for preparation.
there we are. Got the overlay up. Alright. Let's all introduce the teams. For Google, we have Primetime 21 on his carry Gyrocopter. We have Potato on the mid Meepo. Galefrost on the support Lion. Araragi on the support Silencer. And Nova on offlane Axe. And let's go ahead and do the Dire team. You go ahead.
Alright, so on Dire playing for Epic, we have Loke on the Queen of Pain. We got W3 playing the Spirit Breaker, Horn on the Juggernaut, Warbot on the Naga Siren, and Garrett on Earthshaker.
Oh man, they've got a
Looks
pet.
like the teams are dodging each other at the start of this fight.
Horn's got the little armadillo pet.
Yeah, that's the new Almond,
30
the Armadillo.
seconds remaining.
But Nova does not have it on the side of Google. I think it's Axe and Jug can both. And it looks like each team is just going to contest each rune. Epic trying to scout out a Google level 1 rotation on their jungle to ward it up. And both teams are going to dodge each other. It looks like we're going to see an aggressive tri-lane actually coming out from Google based on where Nova's going. So he's solo safe lane on the Axe. And now the teams are going to run into each other. Waves coming out from Silencer. Both bounty runes going to Google, and Spirit Breaker caught out and will be our first blood. That Rocket Barrage doing a lot of damage, yeah. Alright, so easy first blood, couple of runes for Google, and we'll see how Epic responds. Looks like the Naga is going mid lane, and Spirit Breaker will be going off lane. And we've got a Juggernaut, Wop, Earthshaker lane, top? Okay.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, that's...
This is interesting placement on the Queen of Pain in particular, not really leveraging her strengths here. But
He also
they've got
needs
the slow,
levels
I suppose.
badly. Yeah.
I think they must have... I'm thinking that the Queen of Pain was a counter pick strictly for that Meepo, but now that they've got her, they're gonna need to figure out how to lane her properly here, because I don't see you're making a huge impact here.
Yeah, mid lane Meepo dropping low to this Naga, that Riptide, did quite a bit of damage.
Well, that's fine. He's only got one Meepo low on health, so he can send the other back. The other one's just gonna
Yeah.
keep getting that experience.
Yeah, that quick level 3 really doing wonders for him. Offlane, Axe.
Second Meepo likely getting ready to jungle.
Looks like Lion got blocked out by a Fisher here and will fall to the Juggernaut spin. Araragi also very far forward
Dire's
here.
top tower is
They
under
were trying to
attack.
contest the pole and got a little too far forward, I think. As everyone resets.
Rune's coming up in 10 seconds.
Yeah, no one's...
We'll see
looks
if
like Lion's
anyone
going to
makes it
contest
through
top
one of
rune.
those.
That's all we're gonna have. Naga. Still no bottle yet on the Naga. Looks like Lion's gonna rotate mid, try and get a jump. Not scouted out, but he will be walked into. So we see... And Naga's just gonna rotate back up into the jungle and she'll probably get away just fine. Yeah, Meepo was too far away to help. Based on where Naga rotated. Bottom lane, Spirit Breaker, basically getting free farm and levels. Axe as well. Can't really kill each other. Ooh, hasted axe coming in. That could change things if you want to dive.
There's a bit more of a scuffle. There's a bit more of a scuffle between Axe and Spirit Breaker bot earlier, but now it looks like they're playing a little bit more reservedly. Axe knows he's going to need that blink to make a huge impact.
No.
Yeah. Well, this is in that trade though. It's kind of good for Epic because Spirit Breaker is getting a lot more levels than he otherwise would. But the downside is that both your Quap and Juggernaut are sharing farm in this top lane. Well, ooh, call misses for Nova,
Yeah,
so no kill there.
Is very level 6 dependent.
Yeah. Like Juggernaut is pulling, so they're gonna let Quap get some more farm here. Gyro's just gonna content to farm. Google's gonna contest the pull again. They've got it blocked finally. Will they be able to do anything else other than leech XP? Oof.
So
Almost
3 minutes
blocked.
in updating on last hits and denies. Currently, Naga Siren is leading the pack with 22 last hits.
Yep, she's having fun in the mid lane.
Second place, Axe of all people.
Dire's
Yeah.
top tower isn't well at the moment.
Gyrocopter's only got about 11, but the Juggernaut's at 9, Quap's at 6, Earthshaker's at 0. So, I'd say top lane is slightly going in Google's favor, but they should probably keep the pressure up a little bit more with this aggro try.
Yep, and Google again secures both runes.
Absolutely make sure that.
A refill on the Naga. Meepo, like he's farming pretty
Possible
well.
Move on top, backed off.
Yeah, so far pretty slow.
Yeah, I'm thinking Google needs to. I don't know if they're waiting for 6, if they're waiting for something else. Axe is 5, Meepo's 5, well, his 6 doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking Google really needs to start making some plays here, unless they really want to get outscaled. There's a lot of potential carry on Epic's side there.
Yeah, I'm not.
There isn't exactly like steamrolling. He got an early kill, but
I don't know. It's gonna take a long time for Epic to come online though, since they're having Quap and Jug share this lane. Even if it's like the old Lanham position 4 Jug, it's still gonna take them a while. Spirit Breaker.
you know, so judging by the current worth, we're looking at Meepo in the lead here. Oh, here, on Loki.
Hex coming out. Loki's gonna fall to the.
Coming out from Garrett, but not enough to
Bottom
save
tower
Quap.
is on its way.
Yeah, well, it also blocked Jug from getting any return kills. They might have been able to kill the Silencer, actually. Yeah, he almost dies to the Quap. Q as well.
Yeah. So if we take a look at the current gold, Google ahead has the top 3 slots on Meepo, Axe, and Gyro. I'm thinking once Meepo hits 10, we're going to see some real moves coming out from Google, maybe some blink boost action.
Every time I watch...
Axe bottom.
Yeah,
Spirit
charge
Breaker,
coming in.
Queen of Pain. Spirit Breaker's almost got Axe, but I think he's going to make it out with that extra tango. Maybe? No. Queen of Pain moving in.
Yep, Queen of Pain will get that kill there. Nice pick there.
Sound you'll ever
Spirit Breaker probably just hit
Rotation
6.
from Epic.
Yeah, it was a good rotation on the Spirit Breaker 6. But as I was gonna say, oh, Meepo died, it looks like, as well. He died to a neutral.
Creep, so
Yep. Bit unfortunate for him there, unless it was intentional to get back to the base.
At this point, you
Nets
probably
will
shouldn't
miss.
be doing that.
Yeah. When I see Potato play as Meepo, he usually goes for an Ags rush, and then he starts getting the blink poof. So we'll see him rotate once he gets the Ags. And now lanes have shaken up yet again. Axe may be going to the jungle. Him getting his blink is when I was expecting Google to start doing a lot of their rotations. I know he's going to come to the off lane here now, so we're going to see Gyro against the Quap, as the Spirit Breaker is now free to pretty much charge wherever he wants now that he has level 6. And we see that charge coming out on the Axe. He was spotted out by this Observer Ward here. And Juggernaut moves forward. Fisher blocks the Axe. Call does still connect. And Jug gets chopped, and Axe is going to be able to run back just fine as the charge comes in. Quap's going to nuke down the Axe. And Lion will have to TP out. So all in all, a 1-for-1 trade, Jug versus Axe. That definitely favors Epic because the Axe was a much higher level in net worth. So, good rotation again coming out from Loke, the Spirit Breaker charge coming in, and Google caught just slightly overextended. And now we see there are no wards on the map from either side. They've all expired, and none of the supports have been free enough to rotate to replant. Yeah.
Just a second ago, Epic was a bit short on him, and now they've all expired. Yep. Yeah,
Google's just expired, and Song comes out to prevent the Meepo from killing the Naga Siren here and will allow her to secure the haste rune, so she's perfectly safe. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter getting free farm bottom. But Naga is now on the top of the net worth chart, and her early Radiance will definitely put a crimp into Google's team fight.
For me.
Yep, she's about a third of the way there, halfway to the Sacred Relic, roughly.
Yep. Yeah, she just has the boots in the bottle. Good call coming out from Axe. More spins, and the dunk. There goes Juggernaut. Spirit Breaker charge coming in with the Fisher to follow up. The stun misses on the Fisher, so Axe should be just fine. No ult from the Spirit Breaker either. He's short mana. Bottom lane looks like Quap putting a little bit of pressure on this Gyrocopter, but not a whole lot coming out. Lion rotating in. If they get a good Hex with Gyrocopter close enough, they might be able to get this kill. And it's going to be scouted out by the creeps, and Galefrost waits for the blink, and there he goes. Silencer slightly too late. Good play from the Quap, baiting them out and then getting the good blink. Yeah, Gyro's still farming away fine, but good dodge.
Pressure getting put on the Naga.
Yeah, Naga's going to be free farming away mid.
Oh.
But Meepo's now fully free farming in the jungle.
Like Axe is trying to make something happen.
And they're going to de-ward the mid ward with that sentry. Good call there. So now we've got lane wards out bottom and top. Be interesting to see where they go from here. Jug now starting to get a little bit more farm, which will be nice for him. Quap still just rotating everywhere, very far behind in farm now, and nearly falls to Gyrocopter Rocket Barrage bottom. Well, they're rotating Juggernaut back into the carry position. He's going to be very far behind in farm. Axe now has his Blink Dagger, so expect him to get a lot more catches, even with Earthshaker here. Probably with the next creep wave. As the charge is coming in on Silencer, but I don't think they know the Axe is there for the Blink Call counter in it. Yeah. Oh, they did know.
Spear preemptively stunned out by Earthshaker.
Yep, that was a very nice play by Earthshaker, and they'll be able to get the kill on the Silencer because of that. They did know he was there. Yep. Very well played by Earthshaker there, preventing Axe from blinking to save the Silencer. So good gank coming out from Epic. Score is now 4-5. And Naga perfectly happy, farming away. About 1,000 from her Relic. Meepo, however, is 1,000 from his Ags. So.
And he does have his level 10, so very soon we're going to see a 4-man Meepo
yep.
coming in here. Meepo trying to make a move on Naga.
Second net misses. Other net misses. Geostrike. Yep. And then ooh, Axe gets in and gets the cut. Very nicely played there. Meepo trapped out by the ensnare, but no follow-up.
Nova.
Yeah. Well done, Nova. That was very nice finish off on the Naga. And well, Google then rotated all of their heroes mid. So we'll hopefully see a push coming out of that, because that's a pretty big rotation on the Naga. And now Spirit Breaker is going to charge bottom and probably farm up there. He realizes he doesn't have enough mana to make a difference mid, and Epic will probably be sacking this tower. Juggernaut content to split farm top, maybe put a little pressure on this tower for a trade.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Swap coming
Dire's
out.
structures are fortified.
Still very squishy. Gotta be careful.
Dire's middle tower is under fire.
Yeah, Fox net worth is about 1,800 right now, and all of that is in those arcane boots.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, it's a very interesting support quap pickup. Not the one I would have pegged as a support, but she has been roaming around the map and making as much space as she can. She has her level 6.
like I said, I think it was mostly picked up to try and deal with the Meepo, but remains to be seen how effective that's really going to be. We really haven't seen one of those counter streams.
Yeah, and with the Earthshaker presence in the mid lane, the tier 1 tower not committing to the push, and without that, Google doesn't have a ton of push power.
Dire's top tower.
Charge coming in on bottom on the gyrocopter. He's definitely read it out and will back up, and they'll have to cancel the charge. They don't want to dive for him tier 1. Axe was definitely scouted out by that observer ward for the Dire, but he looks like he's trying to set up a jump on the Juggernaut, who's not having any of
Dire's
it.
top tower isn't well at the moment.
So,
Juggernaut is very close to his Morbid Mask, which I think he's hoping to make some quick plays with.
13-minute Ags coming out for the Meepo.
So they're probably going to let him have that.
And now Meepo's taken the lead in net worth, and he's going to start really farming hard. Once he gets the Blink Dagger, we'll probably see him start jumping. Axe jump call on the Naga, but the good Fisher interrupt there. Ooh, Meepo net coming out, and Song just in time to save the Naga's life. Good play on the Earthshaker, keeping the Axe stunned up. Naga just above the
Radiant's
threshold.
top tower needs bandages.
Top lane pushing in, Jug in jungle. Queen of Pain now silenced, but still able to blink out to safety.
Money changes hands.
Now we're starting to see Google pull ahead in terms of team net worth and experience.
Charge coming out on the silencer. Spirit Breaker ult.
Dire's
Gyro ult comes in. Slows the Spirit Breaker's attack speed, and then Gyro magic damage will take down the Spirit Breaker, but not before Silencer falls. Almost got there. That Gyro ult attack
I
slow.
think Gyro's pretty happy with that trade.
Yeah, Gyro is very happy with that. And they almost saved the Silencer too. That attack slow was very cool. Four Meepos on mid, but then Viz Naga looking to push. Nope, he'll just split back into the jungle. Oh, my bad.
Naga falls again.
Yep, Naga got jumped by Meepo. Does he have Blink now? He does not. Just got caught by a net.
Probably just... Yep. Now Meepo and Gyro have pulled ahead from Naga in net worth.
Yeah, Naga's
The,
had a few
that
too many
Gyro's
deaths in the mid
definitely carrying
lane.
here.
Yeah. Juggernaut still farming away in the jungle. Spirit Breaker spotted out by this aggressive ward from mid. Now he's in the Dire jungle.
You
So-
can definitely... You can
And Chart-
definitely see Epic trying to play defensive.
Coming out on the Lion, no Hex in. Oh, he does get the Hex off. Silence coming out from
well
Silencer.
done, silence.
Ooh, good Finger of Death. Brings down the Jug before he can do anything. Spirit Breaker ult comes out, and they will kill the Silencer. Gyro ult coming out, and they'll probably get a return kill. Yep, with the Impale, they secure the return kill on the Spirit Breaker. Juggernaut buys back and does nothing with it. Okay. Well, it was definitely
Yeah,
a good.
I don't know what the motivation there was.
Yeah, Rage back. Wants to go
Dire's
farm
top
bottom
tower
with
is
the
under
buyback
attack.
penalty. But good trade for Google there.
That penalty was so short, it was just really just
Yeah,
Dire's top
wasting a bit of
tower
money.
yeah.
not on top of things.
Oh, Hasted Naga avoids the blink call there. And there's the blink on the Meepo. So he's got blink Ags at 16 minutes, not bad. And he'll be able to start bringing the pain wherever he wants to now.
Next fight's gonna be interesting because, well, maybe not so much. Naga's very close to her Sacred Relic, but
Yep.
she's still got to pick up the recipe.
Yep. She'll be very close there. And Earthshaker looks like he's going to TP mid, get a little bit of farm. They're starting to prioritize his Blink Dagger a bit. He's going to get more farming space now.
Epic. Spirit Breaker maybe looking. He decides to make a move on top.
Yeah, it's a very...
Oh, cancels the call from Naga Siren. Excellent song.
Yep. Getting it very close there.
Spirit Breaker running in, trying to punish.
But Meepo's there. He's got the Blink Poof. Oh, there's Meepo stunned. Oh, and the Poof misses.
Miss.
Yep.
The call down's there.
Yep. But the Fisher will finish off the axe.
That hardened
Oh, wow.
That's what we're looking for.
There's the Echo Slam there.
Slam does all right, but
Yeah, it brings them all down to about half health. There's no follow-up.
Resistance from Meepo.
Yeah. And that timing was perfect on the Poof. They were all just there.
Yep. Yep. What you want to do for that is you have the lead Meepo running up, and you queue out all the poops, and while they're channeling for that 1 second, you make the blink happen.
Yeah.
So the window between, oh, there's a Meepo, and oh, I've taken 800 damage is as tiny as you can make it.
Yeah.
Fierce and dire
So it
have
looks like
fortified their
Google's going to
structures.
take the first tower of the game, tier 1 top.
Dire's top tower
Meepo's
is done
already
for.
split farming the map. So other Meepos are all healed up.
This is the start of some momentum from Google. Meepo is a
Radiant's middle
very strong
tower is not
snowballing
safe.
hero, and it's going to be very important for them to take the tower, the second tower, the third tower, and as many of these as they can manage.
Yep, Naga does have the Relic though. So it's still going to be a pretty early Radiance coming out for her when I get it. Bop getting a little bit
Yep.
of space.
Got the relic. Go.
And Juggernaut
Just still a
has,
little bit from the recipe, but
yeah. And Juggernaut's getting just a lot of farm on the Ancients. He's got his Mask of Madness and he's got his Aquila. Yeah, it looks like my co-caster's having a little bit of internet issues. Hopefully he'll be able to reconnect.
it's mostly the. I'm considering it. I think I might be a little bit behind.
Oh, Song comes out after the Oof was not quite enough damage to bring down the Naga.
Experience some technical difficulty. Dire's middle tower is in the wrong end of business. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Link coming out on the Lion. That's going to be a big item pickup for Google. They've been giving him enough space bottom.
Radiant's top tower is getting
And
walled.
we've got Naga barely escaping. Omni came out on the axe, was not enough. Silencer all prevents any re-engage, really. And that, all in all, it was a good dodge from both teams.
Dire has secured their structure.
And Gale Frost may have blinked himself into a little trouble here. Good call down and call coming out from Axe and Gyrocopter, and they get a 4-for-0 trade out on the back of that. Very well executed on Axe. That was a great blink call on 3 heroes, and the Gyrocopter ultimate just helping finishing them off.
Dire's middle tower is in the wrong end of business.
So with that, Google's starting to take a pretty commanding lead. They've got 10,000 gold lead at 20 minutes, which is sort of what you want to see. And experience lead is almost 14,000. Looks like they're going to have a charge coming out on mid lane. Naga's still just short of her Radiance after that last death. And Gyrocopter charge will connect. And he runs away. They force out the 10-second BKB charge.
But wasted BKB charge.
Yeah. So that was, I guess, a good fake.
Speculative pop there.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting the Spirit Breaker to walk away.
I mean,
Doesn't look like he was either.
BKB charge is a pretty good trade.
Yeah, turned out to be a good trade for Epic. Meepo's going to now solo Roshan, managing the splash pretty well, keeping the Meepos rotated. Radiant's picked up by Naga at 20 minutes, so she's going to be able to split farm a lot better now, and that blind will probably have a bit of an effect. Although a lot of Google's damage is still magic right now. Silencer getting ganked by the Queen of Pain, bottom lane. Blink TP rotation coming out of the Meepo with the poofs, and Quap's going to go down.
This world
But... And I guess Google's going to convert this into a push on the bottom tier 1 tower.
This is a pretty demandingly Google at this point. I don't
Yep.
know if we've taken a look at the levels, but Epic is averaging about level 10, 11, and that Meepo is level 19. 6 kills to 1.
Middle tower may
He's
need a
got a
hand.
lot of items now.
Top lane, Axe just casually fighting 3 heroes from
Bottom
Epic.
tower had a tragic ending.
Nearly killed the
Radiant's middle
Spirit
tower is
Breaker.
under attack.
Bottom tier 1 falls to Google, and Gyrocopter's positioning to get the tier 2.
Dire's bottom tower is in turb. Once upon a time, Radiant denied their middle tower.
Juggernaut goes back to the jungle, and
Dire's
Naga
bottom tower is on its
out
way
of mana,
further down.
looking to recover. Spear Breaker charge coming in
It does finally
on...
have that radiance, but
Oh no, it looks like it's cancelled. Yeah, but now Naga has to sort of split the farm with
coming
this
out from
Juggernaut.
in the middle.
Yeah, Meepo gets a blink sheep poof. That's a dead Quap. Didn't even notice the sheep stick get picked up by the Meepo. That
Yeah,
was
hex.
very well executed.
Meepo gets a lot of gold very quickly, and that's easily one of the most surprising things you can do is pick up that sheep stick.
And he's still got the Aegis, so he's probably just gonna push down this bottom tower here. Spirit Breaker charge coming in on Gyrocopter, who BKB's Silencer ult comes out.
Is in turb.
Lion will nearly fall, but gets the Hail out on Spirit Breaker, and the Axe calls down the Naga Siren before she can
Dire's
song.
bottom tower lies in ruins.
Meanwhile, Meeple split pushes bottom tier 2. Blink Call misses on the Axe, and it looks like Earthshaker's gonna walk back. And we'll have to sack this tier 2 mid as well for
Dire's
Epic.
middle tower is under attack.
Meepo knocking on high ground here. Queen of Pain comes in, level 11. They've got one Meepo isolated. They see him.
Middle tower is in the wrong end of
Ooh, the bait with the blink poof. The Echo Slam, Quap ult comes out, and all Meepos are alive. He still has Aegis. There he goes. Aegis will pop, but all heroes are dead on the side of Epic.
It's,
He's just too far ahead. He's 10 levels up on the Queen of Pain.
it's gonna be one lane because the T3s are still up.
Yep.
Dire's bottom
Yeah, they'll be able to get a lane of racks out of this for sure.
From
Radiant's
Epic
top
and mid
tower
and
is
top.
under attack. Dire's middle tower is under fire.
Meepo's already moving back to do some damage. He's gonna backdoor this mid tower.
Yep. I mean, he'll be able to take it just fine, and then Google will be able to rotate to the other lane. Spear Breaker charge coming out. Cancels it on the Silencer after stunning the Gyro. Rocket barrages down Nagaloons. Meepo blink poofs back into the base. He's going out for blood. Blade Mail coming out on the Spirit Breaker. And there are just too many stuns and nets. They can't deal with this Meepo. Yules on the Naga. BKB on the Gyro kills her during the song duration. And now Google should be able to get that second lane of racks.
Google's doing a very excellent job of keeping Epic way off balance. Being able to push 2 lanes simultaneously all the time with the force of that Meepo army it's just such a huge impact. You need to, when you're fighting a Meepo team, you just really gotta know how to react to the rotations. You gotta make sure that you're making your decisions ahead of time, because if you try and make your decisions in the heat of the moment, you gotta commit to one or the other.
Yep.
I think Epic's getting a little bit overwhelmed by the level 23 Meepo snowball that we're looking at.
Yeah, this game is looking like a pretty classic example why a lot of teams ban Meepo against Google. Potato is just very, very potent on that hero. Gets an early Ags and then just constant aggression from then on out.
Say goodbye to Dire's middle barracks.
Well,
Yeah, it's
second lane
execution,
falls to the
his
creeps.
Item usage has been very much on point.
Yep. And sorry about that. Looks like my stream may have glitched. Hopefully it'll come back for people. Or at least I'm still broadcasting in the replay. And now Google's looking to take the last tier 2 on the map. Epic has grouped up at their high ground, and they're just sort of
Dire's top tower isn't well at the moment.
staring down. Pop rotates forward, getting a little aggressive, trying to get a little farm. Blinks right into the Lion and Axe, and she's going to go down. Galefrost says, "No, my kill." Meepo also has the Ethereal Blade now, so he's
Dire's
almost
top tower
yeah.
has fallen.
Very few items left that he needs. Maybe a
Meepo's very
Scatty.
running out of slots at this point.
Yeah, Scotty BT, and he'll probably be set. Fisher delays the push slightly, but Meepo, meanwhile, snuck a Meepo in bottom lane and killed the Spirit Breaker with a DD rune. Or when he got that.
Dire's top
DD
tower.
on Meepo.
And
Very
GG is
well.
called by
First,
Epic.
duplicate
Yeah,
every
they're
nearby, and there's the GG.
yeah, their draft was a little awkward coming out from Epic, and they gave Google too many of their comfort heroes. So we'll see what happens game 2.
I think it was definitely a bit of a panic draft from Epic. I don't think they really knew how to deal with the Meepo. They thought the Quap might be enough. They thought you're supposed to counter a Meepo with AoE, but really you just need to make sure that you get that single pick. It's really about pulling out a Meepo and making sure that you only need to kill one Meepo, right? AoE is really not the true counter.
Yeah, and look at that Meepo play, man. 1100 experience per minute. It's level 24. More than double almost all the other heroes in the game, except for the Gyro and the Axe. So very well played by Potato. And we'll see what happens with Epic in game 2, as I'm going to have to try and figure out what's going on wrong with my stream. So with that, there'll be a short break before game 2, and the stream will go back live again as game